The feminist I chose was Betty Freeman. So she was an American writer, feminist, activist, and one of the leading figures in the 20th century. She is best known for her book, The Feminine Mystique. It addressed the quote unquote problem that has no name, which challenged women's roles in society after World War II. A lot of women's um, like perceived role was, be a good wife, be a good mother, like stay in the home, which through the feminine mystique was challenged. She co-founded the National Organization for Women in 1966, which was a group that wanted to achieve equal opportunity for women. She also helped founded the National Association for the Repeal of Abortion Law. She was a very active abortion activist, and a lot of times she's dubbed as the mother of the modern women's movement. So her most important contribution is by far the feminine mystique. Um, the feminine mystique uprooted society. It just was groundbreaking that women can find fulfillment through other places outside of the home. And so it was just this insane idea that women didn't have to be mothers and work only in the home. So some of the short-term implications, it just sparked widespread discussion and awareness about the issues women face in society. And so, like I said earlier, it sparked the second wave of feminism, this idea that women are so much more than what society perceives them to be. And so a lot of women identified Friedman's message and advocated for women's rights, equal pay, reproductive rights. However, there's more conservative groups who opposed Friedman. A lot of times she was criticized for her focus on issues only pertaining to high middle class white women, as well as the movement progressed, she was alienated by younger, more radical feminists. So some of her positive and negative implications, I guess of Friedman and the feminine mystique, there was definitely advancement for women's rights. She just fundamentally changed women's rights for the better. And there was also an article I read that she did a lot in the government, along with Gloria Steinem and other feminist figures. And there's also a cultural shift. And so there, through her work, Friedman brought a and cultural shift towards recognizing and challenging social stereotypes and gender inequality, as well as she inspired so many future generations and future feminists and women. And so some of the negative implications were resistance and backlash. So, like I mentioned earlier, um, Friedman was alienated by more radical feminists and younger feminists. And so there was just a lot of division within that. As well as there's some incomplete progress. There is definitely progress towards equality, and we are moving closer and closer towards equal opportunity for women, but we are still underrepresented in leadership position and society in general. So, in conclusion, Betty Friedman's work, particularly The Feminine Mystique, had a profound impact on American society and women. And so, she, um, her contributions made significant progress. However, there is still some challenges and debates around gender equality today.